Some of these characters are crazy as fuck. So basically, the episode starts off with a recap of last episode, with like Annie being figured out and that whole thing, and then we get to see how like the plan was made. So to answer my question from last week, yeah, I guess it was half and half. Like it was their plan to get Annie that way, but I think the government actually did want Eren because of the reaction of the military police. Then again, military police are cowards, but I still think the government may have actually wanted Eren. Anyways, moving on. So we see that Armin figured it out because, you know, Armin's freaking genius. He figured out that Annie brought Marco's maneuver gear to the inspection instead of hers. And also Mikasa noted that there was a resemblance. It was surprising to me that Mikasa was the only one that noted that there was a resemblance. Maybe it's just woman's intuition or something like that. So when they announced that it is Annie from his own like training squad, Eren was completely surprised. And moving on back to current times where they're running away from Annie, he's still surprised, and the plan is for him to fight her because like she's not supposed to be there, and all the other citizens are really surprised because they probably have never seen a Titan before since they're inside the safe wall. Eren keeps biting his arm, but he's unable to transform, and Mikasa gets all crazy like what's wrong with you? Why are you unable to transform? And then from crazy, like the normal crazy Mikasa, she gets freaking freaky. Do you have feelings for her, Eren? Do you? Do you? No, no, no. This episode was really bloody, man. He just keeps biting his hand and there's no effect, which leads me to believe that he must have feelings for her, because that's a pretty bitch thing to do right now, especially since all these people are dying. Well, not important people, fodder people are dying, but still. Like, his feelings are preventing him from fighting. Like, she killed everyone and he's still unable to. So the only reason in my mind would be that he actually did have feelings for Annie, which I didn't really expect, to be honest. We kind of have a whole, like, love net going on. It's like, Eren seems to like Annie. Annie seems to like Armin. Armin seems to like Mikasa. And Mikasa obviously likes Eren. Like, we could see that. So, I don't know how that's going to end up. Furthermore, we see how useless the military police is. Like, we already knew they were useless, but they are really useless. Most of them haven't even seen Titans, so when they saw it, they were, like, just didn't even know what to do. I'm not even sure they seemed scared, because I don't think they know, like, the devastation they could even cause yet. And then, pretty epic, we see Eren and Levi just, like, in their suits and stuff, come out of the cart, and Survey Corps just coming in from every single direction to do something. And for whatever reason, the cowardly military police like put guns to them. We're just like, nah, you're not going anywhere. You're going against the government. Like, this is their doing or something like that. Ridiculous. So basically, there's the big problem of everyone trying to fight off the female Titan while Eren's just basically unable to do anything right now. And everybody's fighting. Even John, he came out of his disguise as Eren, which I was sure he didn't like being in, and I was right about that. But yeah, he came out as disguise of Eren, and so Mikasa and Armin, they were all fighting, and then Armin finally decided to give him like a speech, like, you can't really be doing this right now. And something Armin said even affected Annie, because we saw that she reacted differently, and like was affected somehow. Annie for sure has like full control of her Titan form, unlike Eren. Like she's got it down pat. I say this because even before the scene before with Hanji, when they tried to trap her again, like I honestly thought Hanji was gonna die here. Like I actually thought that, but she didn't. But either way, she got her down, like a whole bunch of wires and stuff trapped her down like they did in the forest back on that mission, and she was down. And once again, Hanji goes, tries talking shit to the Titan. Haha, I got you. I'm gonna do this and that to you. And Annie's just like, nah, bitch. Does some freaking breakdancing shit, knocks all the wires away, and just escapes. Haven't we learned talking shit to Titans gets us nowhere yet? Come on. It just pisses them off. Yeah, this also shows me though, like I never really thought of this before, but since Annie is pro at using maneuver gear, in Titan form it gives her a real advantage, because like they said, she would know how the maneuver gear moves. So for anyone that fights her with maneuver gear and is not killed, it's pretty impressive in my mind. Either way, so back to the speech. Armin was basically just reminding him of everyone that died, and then Eren just had like a huge flashback back to even his mom, just people dying, and even a flashback to his battle with Annie. and it showed like what had him shocked. It was that the female Titan was doing Annie's stance and had the furious roundhouse kick that Annie has. And the roundhouse kick was the thing that ended up breaking his jaw. Because if you recall, like, it just looked like a slash and we didn't know what it was, but it was Annie's furious roundhouse kick. I would not like to be hit by one of those. Yeah, so during these flashbacks, she's getting increasingly more angry, and he gets the resolve once again just to, as he said, quote unquote, kill all the fucking Titans. So he goes crazy. Not to mention right now he's fucking like under a building with some wood in his chest, and he's just moving up and down on it like a fucking elevator. Up and down on this shit. But yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna kill them. And let me tell you, bro, I've seen a lot of stuff, but that was some, like, this episode, like, Mikasa and Eren, bro, they are crazy. Even Annie from last episode, a lot of majority of people in this are friggin' batshit crazy. Like, we see Mikasa going, like, serial killer mode, because apparently Eren liked Annie, I think so, but the all-time winner of this episode for batshit crazy, the batshit crazy award goes to Eren. This guy moving up and down on the wood, being friggin' insane. We basically see his face in human form turning into a Titan, while not actually turning into a Titan, but he's just going crazy, and we see the hate and rage just consuming him. He, at this point, wants to do nothing but to destroy them. I would not want to be Annie right now. So, he finally transforms, big explosion, you know, transforms into Titan, and just runs and gives her another Falcon Punch. Jeez, I hope Nintendo doesn't sue, because we have some pretty crazy Falcon Punches going on in this series. And that's where the episode ends. So next episode, the last episode of the season actually, we're gonna see round 2, Eren versus Annie. I'm looking forward to it. This was a great episode for me. Well, at the start, I was actually really annoyed by the fact that Eren could transform, because I thought it was a little bit late in the game for him to still be having issues like this. But I guess it makes sense since he apparently had feelings for her, so, you know, I'll let that one slide. But yeah, I'm still curious to Annie's motive, because it seems like she does somewhat have a human side, but whenever she turns into a Titan, she just decides that, like, that's what's important and really abandons all her humanity, because, like they said, you have to abandon a part of yourself to change or make changes or some crap like that. Also, I'm getting a weird vibe whenever Marco's name comes up. He seems to be a little bit too involved with stuff. Maybe he found out about Annie, or maybe some of the other Titans, and like Annie just decided to dispose of him, because if I remember correctly, near his death, I think he was near Annie. So maybe it has something to do with that, because his name seems to be coming up way too often. Anyways, thanks for watching this crazy emotion-filled episode. And subscribe if you like it, comment if you have any questions or want to answer any of my questions. And thanks for watching. Remember, kids, talking shit to Titans never ends well. See you next week for the final episode.